Sometimes buying books online is just easier, says one consumer.
Sometimes it's easier just to go straight to Amazon rather than try to go to a bookstore because you know you're going to be able to find it on Amazon, whereas you could drive all the way out to a bookstore and go in and they don't have the copy of whatever you're trying to get.
Still, some people think there's nothing like walking around a bookstore. Jackson Street Books in Athens says its cozy ambiance with hardwood floors and tall bookshelves is a major selling point.
The ambiance of the store is itself a factor. The age of the building, the antique shelves, the decor, it all sort of blends together to make for I think an enjoyable bookshop experience.
Not to mention the fact that the store houses real, actual books, merchandise that store owner Tony Arnold says will never go out of style.
The book in and of itself is an object of virtue and an object of value, which puts it far beyond a mere text. A book has resale value at the very least. You also have very fond memories of reading your first childhood books, and that's very much tied up with sensory information like the feel of the paper, the illustrations that came in it.
In recent years, electronic devices such as Kindles have provided alternatives to real books, but even consumers that have them don't always prefer them over real books.
I got a Kindle, but I didn't buy it. Somebody bought it for me. So it's one of the things where I have it and I've used it like 15 times over like the last 2 years.
And I like to tangibly have the book in my hands. There's just something about it.
Selfishly, I like to collect books too, and it's not the same of having like, oh, I got 50 books on my Kindle. It doesn't look as good on a bookshelf, you know?
Many bookstores like Borders and Jackson Street Books are using the internet in a positive way to sell their books online. Even so, it's the browsing in the store that ultimately provides the experience people just can't get online.
The browsing in a used bookshop finds you in places where you wouldn't or otherwise find yourself, like looking in philosophy when you went to look for a novel, for instance.
Arnold says even though many other bookstores are going out of business, his is going strong. In Athens, Rachel Garrett, WNEG News, Northeast Georgia.